Hello, guys. It's been wonderful to have a few days off. It's been wonderful. I'm going to keep this stream shorter than usual. I think find a nice balance with that so I don't exhaust myself. Please hit the like button. Please share. Please support. And I ain't going to cover everything that I want to cover here, but I'm going to quickly talk about Liverpool, and then I'm going to go into the World Cup. And basically, I'm going to show you who's qualified for it and how it should be pretty much impossible for that to happen. So it's all rigged. Whatever way you want to look at it, right? I'm gonna start using that word now. I was against that word, but it's rigged. So you as a viewer, God bless you all. We're all at different stages, aren't we? You as a viewer, I'm saying it's rigged. You can believe it's money, you can believe it's numbers, you can believe it's witchcraft, you can believe it's biblical, whatever you want to believe. But it's rigged. The games are rigged, right? They're rigged. And I think you all know that now. But we don't know exactly how it's being done, but you know they're rigged. It's so painfully obvious. You can say it's because of Vegas and the corruption with gambling and money. You can look at it at whatever angle you want, but it's rigged. Every sport. So I'm going to just start with this Liverpool game, because it's just their fall, guys. They won the league last year. They were favourites to win the league this year. Favourites to win the Champions League this year, right? They've not had injuries. It's not like, okay, Van Dijk's gone out, Salah's been injured, okay, Alisson, and they've got 3 or 4 of the top players injured. Remember, they won the first 5 league games. They've now lost 6 out of 7, 6-7, right? So Forest shouldn't be turning up to Anfield and killing them. Man United shouldn't be going to Anfield and beating them. But again, it's rigged. So anything's possible. It's why people can't win with gambling on average, because it's rigged against them. Just like they say with Vegas, like with all the games you play in Vegas in a casino, it's rigged against you. So again, support this stream. The more support you get, the more streams I'll do, because I'm not going to be streaming every day anymore because of what it does to me physically. So here you go. You guys share all your insights, right? Come at it from whatever angle you want. Call me crazy if you want, and then tell me why I'm crazy. If you're going to do that, though. All right, so we're going to look at this just very quickly. So they got killed, guys, 3-0 at home. Remember Forest not long ago, they were talking about them getting relegated. They were really struggling with Forest. 3-0. This is a Liverpool team that has Isaac, Gakpo, Salah, all right, players that score goals. And they couldn't get one here against Forest. Sean Dyche's Forest. I've said that the coaches have no say. All right, they're puppets. They're just puppets. Ultimately, is what they are on the sideline, looking like they're actually influencing the games. I believe all these players and coaches are puppets, and whether they know it or not. Smash the like button if you agree. 22 watching. There's 9 likes. Let's change that. These players are puppets. They're puppets on a string. So it's 3-0. They conceded the first goal after 33 minutes. Now, this number with Liverpool is absolutely wild. How big this number is with Liverpool. It's really, really big with magic as well. It's massive with magic. And I'm just going to move a moment. It's pretty hot where I'm at. The 33-minute opener. Now, Forest, they got their 33rd win against Liverpool. It looked like Liverpool were finally going to get a win, okay? But don't bet on Liverpool now, rest of the season. So, look at this. The collapse of Liverpool reveals these games are rigged. Forest get their 33rd win versus Liverpool, and they open the scoring after 33 minutes. If you go to the Premier League table, right, you've got the standings. Forest now have 3 wins, 3 draws, 33. Open the scoring after 33 minutes, get their 33rd win against Liverpool, all time. Okay? Liverpool now are 11th. This is the team that won the league last year, comfortably, right? They're 11th. They're below Sunderland. Guys, Sunderland got promoted via the playoffs at the death against Sheffield United. Now, Sheffield United are having a nightmare in the Championship, while Sunderland are in 6th position. Right? So the team that won the league last year comfortably, Liverpool, are 5 places below Sunderland, who scraped promotion via the playoffs. Explain that. And we're 12 games in. It's not like we're 3 games in. 12 games in. Now, some more 33s, because you're starting to see how big that number is. Anfield, the venue of this game. In Gematria, Anfield equals 33. Why? Because Liverpool were founded by a 33-degree Freemason. All right? The guy who was born in 1833 in Liverpool. John Holding was an English businessman and local politician, most notable for being the founder of Liverpool Football Club and later Lord Mayor of Liverpool. This is all Freemasons, right, who are working for Lucifer. Julie, thank you very much. I will send you that book after this stream. Yeah, Maskless is here. God bless him. Today is 33 days before Christmas. Thank you very much. And Holding was also the club president of Everton. England lost against Australia in 2 days in cricket when they were favourite to win today. Totally rigged. Yeah, it's all the sports. You guys, listen. All of you in the chat watching, much love to you all. All of you watching. Give me some examples of the sports being rigged. All right, let's have a little game here. All of you like different sports, don't you? Give me some great examples of it being rigged. I'll keep going with this. You guys in the chat, I don't care if it's cricket, the NFL. Look at boxing, guys. You've got Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua. Okay? Can you believe that? So anyways, this guy founded Liverpool Football Club. And he was a 33-degree Freemason. Now, going back to this, Masonry in Gematria equals 33. Okay, of course. The highest degree of Masonry is 33 degree. Now, if you go to the last season, right? 33rd edition of the Premier League. All right? Let's have a look at it. Who won it, guys? Can you all smash the like button? I'd greatly appreciate the support with that. Thank you all. Liverpool. Liverpool won the 33rd edition of the Premier League. Right? And look how it was the 126th season of the top flight, the 126th season. Well, now Liverpool, right? 12 games, 6 wins. 12 games, 6 losses. You see the 1-2-6? The 1-2-6. And they've got this record after losing to Forest, who opened the scoring after 33 minutes. Now, I've got a few more. Okay? I've got a few more for you that I can show you. 2022 FA Cup final, which I coded before the season began, when I was really coding sports, when it was like the main thing I did. Liverpool beat Chelsea in a shootout on the anniversary of Israel declaring its independence, right, to win the FA Cup. Right, it was 0-0. Remember all those finals that had no goals? All right, but Liverpool won. And they won this in 2022. All right, it's all completely rigged. These players, like I said, are just puppets. It's already determined. And they won this 33 years after the Hillsborough disaster. 33. The Hillsborough disaster was a fatal crowd crush at a football match at Hillsborough Stadium in Sheffield, South Yorkshire, England on the 15th of April, 1989. So 2022 minus 1,989 is 33. It occurred during an FA Cup semi-final between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. Okay, Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. So 33 years after this, Liverpool win the FA Cup. Just absolutely scandalous. Now, if you remember, on their way to winning that FA Cup, are you ready for this? Guys, support the stream. I'd greatly appreciate it. Remember who they beat on their way to winning it. Let me show you this. See if I can find the date. Liverpool versus Forest FA Cup 2022. Look who got the winning goal. Jota. The guy who's dead right now, right? Diego Jota scored a late winner. Of course, he scored at the death to edge Liverpool past Forest in the FA Cup. All right? And he set them up against Man City, who they knocked out. Jota. All right? The guy who's dead. Now, I'm going to say this to you because there'll probably be a few Liverpool fans watching this before I go into the FA Cup. Thank you very much, Joseph. I appreciate you. Last man, much love to you. That's crazy, Agent D. Crazy stuff. Franto, appreciate you, bro. Really good stuff. I think Portugal win the World Cup. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, please share, support. God bless you, Elena. All of you watching. So I'm just pounding you with 33s, right? So people are saying to me, you know what, Adam? Liverpool are struggling the club because of the death of Diego Jota. Well, they won their first 5 games in the league, right? They beat Real Madrid. And also, how come Portugal are flying? Jota was Portuguese. Jota played for Portugal. All right? If it's all about emotions and all of that, because one player died, how come Portugal are flying? Can you all give me a woo? They'll always try and justify it. I believe Jota's still alive as well. That's why Andy Robertson, when Scotland qualified, said Jota's watching. Probably watching. Actually watching. Now, couple more. You've got the Liverpool versus AC Milan 2005. Do you remember this score, guys? Can you remember that? 3-3. Okay? 3-3. The most famous game in the history of Liverpool is the 3-3. Another 33. Ping the like, guys. Get the work out for me. This is why I'm going to probably stop YouTube. Because all I need you to do is like it. I don't need you to give me money. I just need you to like the freaking video. If you want me to keep doing the videos. That's it. So I'm doing them for you. Promise you, it's for you. YouTube does nothing for me. Gives me peanuts at the end of the month. All right? So if you come in here, just hit the like and make me want to do the streams for you. Or I can just focus on my website, paying people, paying members. So just do that for me. Just like the video. All right? Thank you. Another 33. All right. Gerrard's most famous goal. And Liverpool versus West Ham. Here's another 33. One of the most famous FA Cup finals ever. 3-3. Gerrard at the death. Like, at the death. Gerrard, Mr. Liverpool. Clearly a Freemason. Like, undeniably a Freemason. I've shown you. I've done videos about him. I've written about him. All right, so that's another 33 with them. It's just absolutely obscene. And then when they blew it, when it looked like they were going to win the league, they blew it because of this game. It all collapsed because of this. All right, do you see it? 3-3. All right, so quite clearly, Liverpool are just this super Masonic, evil, wicked, corrupt club. Magic equals 33. All right, I'm surprised they've not had a legendary number 33 in the team, Liverpool. But they've had quite a lot of amazing number 9s, 3 times 3. So anyways, I just wanted to give you that. Right? And today's date is 22/11. 22 plus 11, 33. So remember, guys, Forest struggling, came into this with 2 wins in the league. They go to Anfield, which we're told is a fortress, all right, where they just beat Real Madrid, and they get spanked by Nottingham Forest. But the next bit for you, I think you're going to enjoy. I could go really deep with this, but I'm not going to. All right? Some of you will be aware of this, some of you won't. I had never even heard of this place. Give me a woo. I'd never heard of it, let alone it being a nation that has an international football team. I'm not even sure they're a nation. Honestly. An impossibility made possible. How Tiny Caraco, however you pronounce them, made World Cup history. So a lot of history is being made, and a lot of nations are qualifying for this rigged World Cup that should be nowhere near a World Cup. So first of all, this rigged World Cup in USA, Mexico, and Canada, a lot of history. The first World Cup hosted by 3 nations, as we're on the verge of World War III, right? And it's the first World Cup in which has 48 nations. Why are we changing it? Why do we have tournaments like that Nations League? Guys, do any of you watch that? Do you watch Nations League? That's all connected to the United Nations. All right? All these just ridiculous tournaments that they're putting together. It's becoming painfully obvious now. If you believe sports are rigged, give me a woo in the chat. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Jay Miller. Have you written a beginner's guide to coding for sports? I'm willing to buy something like that. Do the coders on your website provide pick advice? Yes and yes. I have books. I sold a lot yesterday. God bless you, my brother. You know who you are. I appreciate you. A close friend of mine who supports me on the website bought all my books yesterday, 16 of them. Very grateful. I have books called Professional Sports Decoded. I've got a part 1 and a part 2. They are the best books to reveal. Let me find them. Sports are rigged. I don't think you'll find a better book anywhere. It's just my codes. So yeah, if you want to get my books, just email me. That's how people can support me. I'm working on my Ronaldo book right now. So this is one example. This is part 2 of my book. I think this has I don't know, it's not letting me click on it for some reason. But these people, like someone like that Ronaldo, is actually legit evil. I know why I can't open the sports one. It's because I've not put my USB in. It's because I've not got my USB. Let me go find it, and I'll give you some examples. But thank you for your support. The books will show you how to code and what to look out for, what numbers to look out for. Because it's life-changing. You've got to realize there's billions of people following these sports, giving their life to them, invested in them, buying the merchandise, crying when their team wins or loses. I want to lead people away from that. Right. So, like, this is just one on Messi here. Messi connects to Baphomet, right? The GOAT. All right, you got to learn who Baphomet is. That's why they do this celebration, always pointing up and down. All right, he has Baphomet here on his jacket. The Baphomet ball at the World Cup. Right, it's just wild. Steph Curry here, LeBron. I've got stuff about wrestling. George Foreman. This was one of my favorite books that I've written. My Trump one's my favorite. And everyone who's read that just is, look at that. Why is he covering his eye? Can you all give me a woo? So look, he's got his two fingers there, just like Baphomet. Anyway, like this is the best. These are the best books to learn how to code, to see through the illusion of pro sports. I still think that's Kobe Bryant, Myles Garrett. Okay, and if you read it, you'll see exactly why. I'm not just saying it. See how the 33s will appear in pretty much every sport. So yeah, why teams win the Super Bowl. So I call a lot of it before the season. I'm not perfect, but I'm really good, especially when I'm focused. So yeah, these are the books. If you want to email me them, I'll send you them. You'll get to read them like this. I'm actually meeting a friend from Canada today. He just bought my Trump book. And we're going to get tacos. So, yeah. My brother Slick Rick on the website, we've been nailing the hockey because of his codes. The golf, the McElroy, it's all rigged. When you see this, you'll go, oh my goodness, it's all rigged. All right? But anyways, I won't keep showing you it. Oh, there, Sunderland gained promotion to the Premier League at the death. I called them. And it was all about Pope Francis. And they won at the death the year he died. They're called the Black Cats, which connects to magic. All right. And Sunderland took points off Arsenal this season. It's an absolute farce. All right. Arsenal should be just slamming Sunderland. Anyways, God bless you all. Let me get back to this. Yeah, Haiti qualified. Joseph's a good lad. Joseph's around. He's not always in the live, but he's still doing work. I was in a stream last night with Cody, and Joseph was there. Let's look at this. I'd never heard of this. All right, I'd never heard of this place. All right, it's a little island country, Curaçao, a Dutch Caribbean island. All right, it's known for its beaches, tucked into coves, and its expansive coral reefs, rich with marine life. So it looks beautiful. I'd love to go there. Look at its population. Guys, its population, look at its area. Look at the size of this place. It's absolutely tiny, guys. It looks beautiful. Wow. Man, we'd all love to go there, won't we? But look at its population. Now, let's go. Guys, they've just made the World Cup. I think it's predestined. All right. Again, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm just going to say Curaçao. I don't know how to pronounce it. Became the 4th debutant at next summer's tournament, joining Cape Verde, who I predicted. Why? Because Verde translates to green. right? The fourth horseman rides a green horse, which symbolizes death. So Cape Verde, like I'm telling you, their population must be tiny. Cape Verde. I didn't know this. I didn't know that this was a nation either until recently. Okay. So look, surely, look, population, that's not a lot of people, guys. That 500,000, that's nothing. So they're going to World Cup for the first time. Uzbekistan are going. What the heck? Can you all give me a woo? Oh, it's Curaçao. Thank you. Uzbekistan. They're going to World Cup. Uzbekistan. You can't make this stuff up. So they're going. Uzbekistan. I've never seen them play. And then Jordan. Thank you so much, Julie. Jordan have qualified for the World Cup for the first time. Guys, that is where Jesus was baptized. Can I get an amen? Jesus Christ was baptized in the river Jordan. And now Jordan make it to the World Cup. Who's the most famous basketball player from the US? Michael Jordan. All right. Jesus baptized in the river Jordan. Jordan are there. So this upcoming World Cup, all right, there's some big teams who are not going to be there. Some very big teams are not going to be there. Like Nigeria just got beat, didn't they? Or didn't make it. But I think they've got qualifying still. Cape Verde, Uzbekistan, Curaçao, and Jordan. And then you've obviously got Scotland have made it. First time since 1998. All right, they're not particularly great. There's a few others, which I'll show you later. Now, this Curaçao, 10 qualifying matches. They've won 7. All right. And they went unbeaten. They went unbeaten. Again, look at the population. The population's 156,000. And they've gone unbeaten to get to the World Cup. How? 156,000 people. And they've put together a national team that gets to the World Cup, which is what, like the elite, the pinnacle of world football. Guys, I hope you realize how small 156,000 is for a nation. I'll make a point at the end of the stream. Like, it's legit tiny. Tiny. They should not, that's why they're calling this a miracle. Oh, well, here. Their fairy tale looks shattered in the foreman of the 5 minutes added on at the end of the game when Curaçao substitute Jeremy Antonis, huge player, guys, super famous, I'm joking, never heard of him, appeared to have brought down Isaac Hayden, and the El Salvador referee, Ivan Barton, immediately pointed to the spot. A lot of drama. This happened with Jamaica. Jamaica got a penalty at the death, right? Everybody's going crazy, and then they went to VAR and took the penalty off them. And then Steve McLaren quit. Why would you quit when your team's in the playoffs to make the World Cup? Why not quit after if you don't qualify? Why get a new coach now when you're in the playoff and you can still qualify? Because he was rigged for him to get hired when he got hired and quit when he quit. By numbers. Steve McLaren, who was with the Red Devils, wasn't he? And he even was the manager of England. But the referee was quickly encouraged by the VAR officials to check the incident on the small touchline screen and reversed his own decision to the consternation of the crowd. So, guys, the energy. VAR has killed sports. All right? Can somebody give me an amen? VAR, which is going to come to all sports, I believe, all of them, and it technically is, they just don't call it VAR. All right? You can see in all the sports they're bringing technology. It's killing it. Back in the day, guys, when a referee gave a penalty, pointed to the spot, it's a penalty. Back in the day when somebody scored, 99% of the time it was a goal. All right, they didn't go to VAR, they didn't have a 10-minute wait. People weren't biting the nails or worried about their bet or whatever it may be. They gave the goal. I heard today in the Liverpool game, Forest scored a perfectly good goal. Jesus scored, by the way. And they got rid of it. I don't know why. I haven't seen it. I don't care to see it. The Van Dijk goal against Man City, that was a goal. Why did they take the goal off him? So the game's dead. This World Cup's going to be the biggest ritual probably the world has ever seen, this World Cup. I will code every game of this World Cup. So when you go to my website for the World Cup, I'll be deadly serious for that. Because I'm going to do everything in my power to expose that World Cup. The way I did the FIFA Club World Cup, which Chelsea won, the beast rises out of the sea. All right. I'm going to code every World Cup game. And there's going to be a lot of them. So that's where you will want to be on my site. If I still have a site with where this world's going. They will be joined at the World Cup by Haiti, a nation that got almost wiped out not that long ago, and Panama. I have played against Panama. I've played against them when I played for Hollywood. We drew with them. My semi-pro team in America did a friendly game against Panama at LA Galaxy's training ground, and we drew with Panama, and now they're in the World Cup. Right, my little semi-pro team drew with them. Can you believe that? Like, how the heck are they in the World Cup? Haiti, Panama, Cape Verde, Uzbekistan, Jordan, Curaçao. I'm going to keep saying Scotland because there's a few Scottish people that will get wound up by that. But it's an absolute joke. Like Italy have to go through the playoffs. Italy might not make the World Cup again, third time in a row. But Cape Verde are going to be there. Now, these nations here should get absolutely murdered. All right? Imagine France are against Jordan. They should put 10 past them, but they won't. They won't. And there'll be some sort of shot. They'll call it a miracle. They'll go, oh, what a miracle. This is what the World Cup's all about. All right? But it's all ritualistic. Just like Ronaldo winning his first Champions League in Russia and his last Champions League in the Ukraine. Right? That's a ritual. Just like Argentina winning the World Cup final a day after Pope Francis's birth, he was Argentinian. That was a ritual, which finished 3-3 after extra time. France's dialing code is plus 33. Argentina have won 3 World Cup finals, lost 3 World Cup finals. Sergio Aguero retired at age 33, where he claimed he had heart failure, and then he's on the pitch afterwards with a cigar drinking champagne. It's ritualistic. Michael Jordan, whose dad dies, and then Jordan wins the NBA Finals on Father's Day, crying his eyes out. It's absolutely sickening what they do. Like beyond sickening. And I'm just glad more people are open to it. Curaçao, 37 miles off the Venezuela coast, only became a country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands in 2010, following the dissolution of the Netherlands Antilles. Guys, are you kidding me? It only became a nation within the Kingdom of the Netherlands in 2010. It's 15 years ago. Now they're in a World freaking Cup. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate you greatly. Now they're in a World Cup. Yeah. Curaçao, whatever it is, that is like a League One team going to the World Cup. Take Accrington Stanley to the World Cup. Bradford City, take them to the World Cup. That's the equivalent of what this is. That's like the level. Would Curaçao win League One? I don't think so. Would they win the championship? Absolutely not. Not even close. So how are they going to the World Cup? Now I did some digging. I was like, I need to find out who this coach is. I bet the coach has something to do with it. Oh my word, guys. The coach had something to do with it. I know this coach. I don't know him as like a friend, but I know of him. The coach, guys, is Dick Advocate. All right? Dirk Nicholas Dick Advocate. And it's from the Netherlands. And this guy's had a decent career. Now look at this. He's coached for South Korea, Belgium, Russia. Guys, his nickname's the Little General. This is a reference to war. The Little General. It's war, this guy. And he's been in South Korea, Belgium, Russia, head coach. Right? And he's coached for some club teams as well. Look, that had a long... Look, guys, Sunderland, Fenerbahce, Sparta Rotterdam, Feyenoord, Iraq. What? He's been with Iraq? Rangers, that's where I remember him from. Rangers. Back in the day when Rangers were decent. So this guy's been around, hasn't he? He's been around, man. Well, and of course he was a player, like pretty much every coach, because it's all rigged. Pretty much every coach was an ex-player. Well, he's the head coach, and he was not at the game for personal reasons. And now he's going to become the oldest coach at a World Cup, age 78. Beating Otto Rehagel's record when he was in charge of Greece, age 71. Remember when Greece won the Euros? Give me a woo. Do you remember when Greece... Like, how the heck is this possible without witchcraft or numbers? How the heck did this... Not one person in the world would have predicted this unless they already knew because it's magic. Bloody Greece won Euro 2004. All right? How the heck did that happen? How? How did that happen? How the heck did Greece, all right, win the Euros? Oh, well, they had a good defence. Give me a break, man. It's absolute just rigged for them to win it. It was rigged for them to win it. Again, I don't know how, but it was rigged for Greece to win this. Absolute joke. There's Ronaldo, his fake little silly tears. Probably knew he was winning in 2016. All right. Fake little silly tears with the most ridiculous Adam's apple walking the earth. All right. Is this guy going to win the World Cup? Probably. People still won't wake up to the fact Messi and Ronaldo win the World Cup. I'm telling you. Just an absolute farce is what it all is. And the 78 here, the fact that Dick Advocate's going to be age 78, well, that's the age Trump was when he was voted in. All right. And let me just show you something here. See if I can bring it up. Give me a second. It's just outrageous. There's a massive 78 with, I think, when the World Cup final is. Let me go to my notes. I'll probably find it. But there's a 78. There it is. The 2026 World Cup final will take place a span of exactly 78 weeks after Trump's first day in office as the 47th president. All right? 78. So, of course, this guy's going to be 78. Now, I did this research. I enjoyed this, I'll be honest, when I find these connections. I was like, there's got to be something like biblical with this. There has to be something biblical. And what did Greece host the 2004 Olympics? Wow, I didn't know that. Look at this. The Dutch word advocate means advocate. In the Bible, advocate can refer to both the Holy Spirit and Jesus Christ, who both intercede on behalf of believers. Can I get an amen? So you've got Jordan there, Jesus baptized in the River Jordan. Now, Dick Advocate is going to be the oldest coach ever to coach at a World Cup. His surname means advocate, which refers to the Holy Spirit and Jesus, because they intercede on the behalf of believers. That's why he's going there. And Jesus performed many miracles, and this guy getting Codiceo to the World Cup is a legit miracle. 156,000 population. And they're calling it a miracle. An impossibility made possible. How tiny Codiceo made World Cup history. Curaçao will be the smallest nation by land area and population to play at the World Cup after the 0-0 draw in Jamaica. The Caribbean island has a population of 156,000. Just know, obviously, USA is going to be involved with this World Cup. And 9/11's the 156 prime. 156,000 population. Sinking the previous record holders, Iceland, which was about 400,000 inhabitants. Remember when Iceland beat England? Can you all give me a woo? Do you remember that? Let me see if I can find that. How the heck are England losing to Iceland? I remember watching that game. I was a teacher. I think it was 2016. And look at this. How on earth are Iceland beating England? Oh my word, it was on 6-7. I keep talking about 6-7. I think everybody is, aren't they? Look at this. They had to post this, that Rashford has 6 goals, 7 assists. 6-7. It's such a circus. It's an impossibility that is made possible. The winger, Kenji Gori, says from the team hotel in Jamaica after 2 hours sleep, it's literally impossible for such a small island, such as 150,000 population, and now got the biggest pinnacle of football. Is unbelievable. Despite the expanded tournament doubling the number of participating nations from the US held edition in 1994, 8 of the 10 most populous nations have not qualified. That includes Africa's largest country by population, Nigeria, who were defeated at the playoff stage by DR Congo. So it got me thinking. Let's just break it down. Again, I'm just trying to use logic here. I know sometimes my numbers go over people's heads. They're really complex. I get that. I completely understand that. It's not for everybody. But I'm trying to use logic a bit more for people who just are starting to question it. How do you have nations like India, China, these massive, huge nations, right, not going to World Cups? And don't say, oh, because in India they like cricket. All right, guys, you only need what? 25 players to go to a World Cup. Can I get a woo? You need 25 players. Okay, yeah, maybe they love cricket. But I'm sure there's plenty that are playing football in India. I know a lot of Indian friends who are decent footballers, right? I met a few Chinese lads who were unbelievable players. But when do you ever see these nations? India, right? Never been to a World Cup. They've never seen a World Cup. As the most populous nation in the world, India has a massive football following. But cricket is its most dominant sport. The national team qualified for the 1950 World Cup but withdrew before the tournament began and has never qualified since. Guys, look at their freaking population. Can you see that population? That is absolute insanity, but they've never played in a World Cup. All right? Over 1 billion. All right? We're told, right? We're told that there's 8 billion people walking the earth. And there's a nation with over 1 billion population that have never been to a World Cup. Yet, you have a population with 156,000, no money, all right, making the World Cup. John Monona, God bless you, mate. Appreciate you greatly. So how on earth are India never seen a World Cup? when they've got 1 billion, over 1 billion population, and there's plenty of money in India. I know a lot of people say, oh, India's poverty. There's so much money in India, right? If they wanted to put together a football team and it was all legit, they'd get to the World Cup. Now, Pakistan, right? Look at its population, 255 million. Never seen a World Cup. Bangladesh, 175 million. Never seen a World Cup. Ethiopia, all right? They were the pioneers of the African Cup of Nations. Never seen a World Cup. Philippines, 116 million. Never qualified for a World Cup. Vietnam, 101 million. But Curaçao, right? 156,000 have just qualified for the World Cup. It's not normal, this. Guys, are we in a world, just give me a woo here if you all agree, are we in a world where Curaçao can beat Argentina and the world not say anything? Are we there now? Do you think we've literally got to that point where Curaçao could go beat Argentina? Just like Saudi Arabia beat Argentina and nobody batted an eyelid. Do you think Curaçao could beat Argentina and the average person just say, wow, what a result. Every dog has its day. Oh, you love these David and Goliath stories. I think that's what people would do, because that's how the media would portray it. Okay? But yeah, I just really wanted to show you that. It clearly has to be rigged. Now, let me just show you this. I've just seen this because it's popped up on my phone, right? Let me just show you this. No, I don't want that. It's just come up on my phone. So, you've got no goals after how many minutes? 64. And then Newcastle scored, then Diaz scores, and it came up Newcastle have scored again, but they've taken the goal off because of offside. I was just going to tell you that there'd been 3 goals in 6 minutes. Now, you don't see a goal, all right, and then almost 3 goals in 6 minutes. I see this nonsense all the time. So now, look, you're cheering. Imagine you bet on Newcastle. You think that they're leading. You're buzzing. It says 2-1. All right, maybe they've given the goal. Again, I don't know. Have they given it? Look, this is a prime example. They're doing the VAR now. There's an offside check. Is it offside? St. James's has erupted. Are they going to take the goal? Are they going to give the goal? I am so happy I don't watch this. The only reason I'm showing you it is because of 3 goals in 6 minutes. I want to see if they give it or if they take it away. But again, can you see the energy harvest? We'll go back to that. But yeah, absolutely crazy. And this is just a joke. Like Newcastle beating City, that's not a massive shock. Like, it's not a huge shock, but Forest shouldn't be going to Anfield and winning 3-0 if it was legit. I called it PSV. No, it's not a big deal. They won 1-0. They now have 11 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. 11-11 is when World War I ended. PSV, the club who also was 9-11 during the season, 9-1-1, which I coded. Now they scraped a 1-0 win. I don't know how PSV, and look, I don't even think they deserve to win. 36 minutes, 666 to 36 try. So this team here, like NAC, they're probably the better team. Probably the better team, but they won 1-0, so I'll take it. And this as well, Bayern, they won 6-2. All right. They were losing 2-0. 12 minutes, 17, Pope Francis' birthday. They're down 2-0. And then they spanked 6. Like, what happened to Leverkusen when they were absolutely cruising it? They're doing all right, but Bayern, 10 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses, 10-10. All right, say 10. 31 points, 11 games, 31's the 11th prime. Okay? It's scandalous how Coded it. Have they given the goal? Somebody's texted me, said they've given the goal. So look, 3 goals in 7 minutes. 7. It's given. But how long did that take? It's just taken them 4 minutes. Like, it says 70 here, but they've awarded it 74 minutes. 4 minutes. Right? 4 minutes. So if it's clear and obvious, should it take 4 minutes? And why is it Harvey Barnes? Why is this guy nailing it? Shout out to my brother Lockwood. Great work. Harvey Barnes. Wait, let me go to the Premier League table again. So they're on 15 points. Guys, if Arsenal win, look at Chelsea. If Arsenal win, got Spurs, haven't they? Have you seen Arsenal at 8-2-1 in the league? 8-2-1, the club most connected to 9/11. 8-21 is the 142nd prime, and 9/11 lasted 1 hour, 42 minutes. They're playing Spurs, aren't they? I don't know if I might have to code that game. Where are they? 26, 18-26. Where's the game at? Is it at Tottenham or is it Arsenal? Yeah, like City. This was a huge game for City. Look at Wolves. By the way, Wolves are going to finish 20th, as I said, because Jota, who connects to 20, he left Wolves and he went to Liverpool. He got number 20 in 2020 and he helped them win the 20th league title. Wolves are going to finish 20th. Rock bottom connected to Jota. And by the way, this guy's an absolute joke at Liverpool, isn't he? He's gone from being one of the best strikers in the world to being an absolute joke. Because it's just the code. Liverpool star Alexander Isak spends 30 grand on guard dog. Guys, most people in England don't make 30 grand a year. This is what bothers me, right? Most people in England don't make 30 grand a year. This guy can spend it on a guard dog. And the fact that people want to kill him because he's struggling with Liverpool shows you how pathetic football fans are. Hit the like button if you agree. Yeah, there might be another goal. Somebody left a really good code for the draw. So I won't be shocked if City score and it finishes 2-2. I'm not saying a bet, but I won't be shocked if City get a late one and draw the game. But I'm not watching it. I'm not getting a feel. I don't know. So get rid of that. We'll check later. And guys, making statues of people is just idolatry. This type of stuff. Freaking founded by a 33-degree Freemason, and people like Freemasons don't have anything to do with football. Literally founded Liverpool Perhaps the biggest club in England. Oh, guys, do you know that? God bless you, Benji. I appreciate you, mate. Harvey Barnes. Oh, wow. Guys, can we give a woo to Bish Bash? I love this stuff. That is awesome. I knew there was something with him. Are you on about this, aren't you? You're on about this. Harvey, great stuff. I love this. This is why I love when people get involved in the chat. Harvey Barnes. I was like, why this guy? What is it? Why Harvey Barnes? Harvey. Lee Harvey Oswald. All right. He assassinated JFK. Today's the anniversary. Today's the anniversary. And he died 2 days after he assassinated JFK, and Harvey Barnes has 2 goals. That's your Harvey. Guys, the names are huge in this. I probably have to go back to coding scorers. The names are massive. The names, the jersey numbers, then you need the birthdays, the durations, the appearances. It's a lot, but the names. Harvey, that is a great find, mate. That is a great find. Get rid of him. Oh, and as well, with the Premier League table, let me show you this. Where's the Premier League table? Let me close all this. My ears pop in for some reason. I'm going to have to open it again. Watch this. Yeah, and City on 22 points right now. It could be telling us it's going to finish 2-2. Why would they go to 23? 9th prime, that's Haaland. Why would they go to 23? Oh, 7-2-3. I don't really see much with that. What they got? Oh, this is a tough one to read. I'm finding it hard to read this. But look at Liverpool, right? Liverpool, 6 wins, 6 losses. So they haven't drawn. Yeah, I won't be shocked if there's a goal at the death. It's almost every game now. But 6 wins, 6 draws for Liverpool. Guys, I'm telling you, if Liverpool won today, they won't be doing that bad. They'd be on 21. All right? It's wild to me that they're only 8 points off Arsenal with how bad they've been. But they won the first 5. 6-6. Look at today's date. Today's date is the 22nd of November. That's another 33. 22 plus 11. But look, on 22-11... Oh, thank you, Jay Miller. I appreciate that greatly. Yeah, I would definitely put a bet on Portugal. I'll be coding it in great detail. Now, as you all know, there's 48 teams in the World Cup now. Just a joke. It's obviously difficult to call a winner, but people always say when it comes to futures, I am untouchable. And I have been. It's just how focused I am. But on 22-11, Liverpool now have 6 wins, 6 losses in the league. Six. The date is 22-11. I'm going to leave the stream when this game's over. Like, look at that. Like, okay, I'll tell you this, right? This is a big thing for me. To the people that think that the players are in control, right? I don't think that the players can determine stuff like this. And also, Premier League is a $1 billion industry. They shouldn't be getting stuff wrong with VAR, like blatant stuff. So, again, like, the players can't plan this. Did anybody see Scott McTominay's scissor kick against, who were they playing? Denmark? Did anybody see that? Yeah, VAR is rigged, but I'm saying that the players can't be like, okay, Oh, Barnes nearly got an hat-trick. So the bicycle kick McTominay scored was unbelievable. Unbelievable technique. There's no way that they rehearsed that. Do you all agree with me? That goal from McTominay, I can't show you it. You can't rehearse that. It was such a good finish and a great cross. So we just have to accept it. It's being rigged by something beyond the players, something beyond money. I don't know exactly what it is. And I'm happy to not. Can you all give me a woo? I've come to the conclusion after 5 years, I'm happy to not know. I'm happy to accept I'll never know. But it's beyond these players. Like Gerrard's goal here, right? Did anybody watch this FA Cup final? Today's date adds up to 33. Wow. Anybody watch this final with Liverpool West Ham? Gerrard's goal, guys, was probably, it's got to have been about 40 yards. His strike was unbelievable, right? I still love football. I'm playing football tonight. I've got a game at 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Not ideal, but I'm playing tonight. And guys, for him to strike it the way he struck it, there's no way that he planned that. Because he could have skied it, he could have shanked it. He just slammed it. So it's beyond the players. I think the players have a certain level of awareness to certain aspects of the esoterics. Or maybe it's just beyond man. I'm wondering if we can do better at this by just saying it's not man. Do you think? Or is it man? From what I've seen and from the work I've done, it's above man's pay grade. And if it is money, why would you want these nations here? Cabo Verde, Cadaseo, Uzbekistan, Jordan, Scotland. Wouldn't you want like the 48 best teams? Like as a spectacle, wouldn't you? You'd want the very, very best teams. Who wants to watch Cadaseo versus Jordan? Or Scotland versus Uzbekistan? Nobody wants to watch that. Maybe the people who are from those nations. So you think from a business perspective, from a viewership, you would want the very best teams there. You just would. It don't make sense to have them. So it's still 2-1. Just as long as City don't win, I'm happy from what people put on the website. But again, we're in a world now where it's 2-1 with 5 minutes left where City could still win 4-2. That is how outrageous the Premier League's become. Because what? They could play, 7 minutes at a time? It's just... I'm still happy with this guy's fine with Lee Harvey Oswald. Newcastle actually had a player called... I think he was the captain. They had a player called Rob Lee. Didn't they? He was there with Shearer. Oh, he's born in 66. Remember this guy, Rob Lee? So Rob Harvey Oswald. They had that pentagram with the Nuki Brown Ale. I'm still not having pro football teams being sponsored by alcohol. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like going to an AA meeting and they go, hey, welcome to the AA meeting. Here's a shot. Like, why would you want to sponsor alcohol when you're an athlete, when you're a professional club? Why don't you just put heroin? Get sponsored by heroin. Why don't you sponsor by something healthy? Because it's all evil. Oh, I want to show you something else as well. Yeah, technology is being used, but it was the fallen angels that brought technology to mankind when you read the Bible. And they brought weapons as well. They taught man how to wage war. Shall we see? Harvey Barnes' birthday is what? It's 12/9, isn't it? What's the date today? I think his birthday is 12/9. Is there anything? Oh, his birthday, guys. Man, what's this going to be? Harvey Barnes' birthday is 22 days left in the year. Right now, his goals are keeping City on 22 points. Oh, is this game going to go 2-2? Imagine this, guys, that Harvey Barnes, born with 22 days left in the year, scores 2 goals to keep Man City on 22 points. 22 players that play football, aren't they? It's 11v11. We just had the 22nd edition of the World Cup. Oh, are they going to nick one? So you're going in at 90th minute. This is the 17th meeting between the managers. The 17th. And the guy who starred, his birthday, is in 17 days. Wait, there's another... Oh, my goodness. And he has that 3-4-3. That, by the way, guys, 3-4-3 is this. And a City on 7 wins. Yeah. Harvey Barnes' birthday, 343rd day of the year. 7 times 7 times 7. Going to keep City on 7 wins. Let's see. It's just rigged, man. So if you bet today, you bet Liverpool, you probably put City on your accumulator. I think Barcelona won, didn't they? Like comfortably. Yeah, no, that Lee Harvey Barnes is crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Where is he? Oh, let me show you this. I'll stay a little bit longer. Let me turn the AC off. Getting hot and cold. 1 second. Could you hit the like? We're nearly over 50. Again, I'm trying to just give you this now without the seriously intense numbers behind everything. This guy, right, was born in New Orleans and he died in Dallas, Texas, right? 2 days after he assassinated JFK in Dallas, Texas. Look what happened in the NBA yesterday. Watch this. See if I can find it. I think it's the West. There you go. So the day before the anniversary of JFK being assassinated by a guy born in New Orleans, and JFK was assassinated in Texas, New Orleans Pelicans played Dallas Mavericks. Lee Harvey Oswald, all right, assassinated JFK, born in New Orleans, died in Dallas, Texas, and the day before the anniversary of this, Dallas Mavericks beat New Orleans Pelicans. 33-30. Oh my word, guys, 63 points in the fourth quarter. 63 points. And that's the year that JFK was assassinated. 8 minutes added time. Why? Oh, because they were looking at that Harvey Barnes goal, weren't they? Can I ask you this before I go? Turkey football officials recently arrested for match fixing. Do you think either God or Satan or the system, don't it feel like they almost want us to see it's rigged? Anybody else feeling that before I go? It's like I said, the Jake Paul fight against Anthony Joshua. all the rigging in college baseball, football, basketball, the stuff that's going on in the Premier League, it's almost like they want us to see it's rigged. And I don't know why. Maybe because sports brings so much joy to us. And then just seeing they're all rigged would just completely, it would shatter a lot of people. It would break a lot of people. I wouldn't be like, I told you so. If it all comes out that it's all rigged. And then I spoke to my good mate and I said, you know what? I actually think they could come out and tell us it's all rigged and people will still watch. Because although it's rigged, we don't know who's going to win. It's like WWE, you know it's rigged. You have an idea who's going to win. You can take a guess. Probably going to be right more often than not. But I think people would still watch this. If they told you Newcastle, Man City, it's all predetermined, it's all entertainment, but you don't know who's still going to win, they would still sell out the stadiums, I think. They'd still gamble. And I think we're getting to that point where they're going to tell you, yeah, come on, guys, it's entertainment. We've shown you it's entertainment. We're ESPN, Entertainment Sports Programming Network. We're on TV. Did you not figure it out? I think they're going to tell you. Just the way in wrestling, they used to convince people it was genuine. If you said wrestling was rigged, the wrestler would want to beat you up. Now we all know it's rigged. Now we know it's sports entertainment. They're going to do it with all the sports. I feel like they want us to see now. Because they know, listen, you're still going to watch. You watch a movie or a TV show, you know that it's all scripted. Why do people still cry? Can you all give me an amen? Why do they cry when they know it's not real? And yeah, I'll leave you with this. I think it's on my notes. Look at this. Look at this, guys. The Rocky premiere, November the 21st, 1985. Give me a woo if you've seen that movie. Exactly 40 years later, you have the Jake Paul and Joshua face-off. Look at the size difference. It's like they take history and movie and they just keep rewriting it with different people. Now, who won that fight? I think you all know, don't you? I'm still saying Joshua knocks this guy out. And fast. And if he doesn't, has to wake people up. I think he should knock him out. But the fact that these guys are in a boxing match, if you still think it's organic, then it's almost like, okay, you want to be fooled, don't you? And this to me here now, this stuff is no different to the Premier League. So it's still 2-1. What? Barnes scored after 63 minutes? How have I just seen that? Harvey Barnes scored after 63 minutes. Lee Harvey Oswald assassinated JFK in 63. Today's the anniversary. Man, I didn't catch the 63. I only caught the name. I only caught the name. It's 63 minutes? No way. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. There was other stuff I wanted to tell you. Oh, look at Man United's new stadium, guys. It's a trident. It's demonic. The devil. They're building a new stadium. Look at the design of it. Man, what is this world we're living in now? It's absolutely crazy. Thank you, Julie. I'm going to send you the book. Yeah, if AJ gets defeated by Jake Paul, boxing has to be done. I've said boxing's rigged for about... Before I knew the numbers, I said boxing was rigged. I said it's so easy to rig boxing, to knock somebody out. There's a lot of money involved in boxing. It's so easy to rig boxing. All right? have somebody knock somebody out in a certain round, have it go to points is so easy to do. And then the officials rig it, don't they? The officials rig it at the end. Like, what? How did he win? Because it's rigged. Why are you so shocked? So it don't look like City are going to win, which is good. There always seems to be a chance at the death. Why? Chance for City. Seconds left. Oh, there's usually a corner. I've noticed that. When I coded that PSV game, there was 30 seconds left and they won a free kick, the opponent on the edge of the box. They brought up the goalkeeper. I want to show you this before I go. Sorry. The only reason I noticed this is because of this last minute play. Guys, look at the goalkeeper. Why? Why is the keeper number 99? Or is it because he was born in 99 and he was born on the anniversary of the Church of Satan being founded? Remember the Red Devils won the Champions League, the treble in 1999? Why is he 99? Oh, well, he was born in 99. It's not that, is it? And why is this keeper 32? Why the heck is one goalie 99, right, and the other one's 32? Well, 99 plus 32. 131, correct? 131 is the 30-second prime. So just the goalkeeper, guys, I grew up when the goalkeepers, why is he 17 here? Why can't they just be number freaking 1? Surely that game's finished now. There you go. So if you're an Arsenal fan, you're probably buzzing, but I'm here to tell you it's all rigged. Lockwood, cheers for your code. Okay. I better go. Thank you, guys. What's going on here? Yeah, and I think Portugal win the World Cup because it's so rigged. So Liverpool last year in the league lost 4 games and they've already lost 6. And it's not even December. 86 goals, 41 conceded. They won the league by 10 points. And now they're 11th. All right? They got Salah. They signed Isaac, who got 23 goals last season. So look, these both play for Liverpool now. Last year between them, 52 Premier League goals. And how are they doing this year? $18 goals. Guys, they've conceded more than they've scored. And they have Salah, the Golden Boot winner. They have Isaac, who finished 2nd. Was Trent, they lost Trent, yeah, the guy who couldn't defend. -2. Comical. Absolutely comical stuff, guys. Right. I'm going to leave it there. I don't look good, do I? I'm bunged up, man. But yeah, cheers, guys, for watching. Please hit the like on your way out. I'm actually going to do a stream tomorrow, God willing, about the New York mayor. Wait until you see what I've revealed, guys. Brilliant live. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, Man United's new stadium does look like a mosque. It does look like a mosque. I've sent you the book? Okay. I did, didn't I? So sorry, Julie. I lose track of who I send books to. Oh, and another thing, that's one more thing right before I go. Do you know how many teams have qualified for the World Cup when Ronaldo met Trump? Anybody know? Take a guess. I don't want to share my screen again. How many, and my battery's low, how many teams have already qualified for the World Cup? I don't know if you know this. Yeah, Ronaldo's son, Angel, died 222 weeks before the World Cup final. Yeah, it's from Uganda, the New York mayor. That's what they've told us. Guys, I've got some stuff on him that I don't think any of you know. But I'm not going to share it now. I don't know if Argentina repeat because Argentina are 3-3 in World Cup finals. It's going to take some while for them to come off that for me. They could. Can't write off Argentina ever. But when Ronaldo met with Donald Trump, this is how many teams have qualified for the World Cup as of now. Biggest number of them all. 42. 42. Can you give me a woo, last man? Go Google it. 42 teams. There's 6 available spots. 42 teams. The beast reigns 42 months. He met with Trump, who I believe is the Antichrist. Right? We know Messi just won the World Cup in a shootout 4-2. You know how big that is. The first ever World Cup final finished 4-2. When Ronaldo met with Donald Trump, 42 teams qualified for the World Cup. 42. 42. I know you guys know that number. Yeah, the United Stadium, it's designed like a trident. Red Devil, the trident, it's in your face. It's what I've told you, it's wicked. The theatre of dreams, because it's an illusion. All right? There's some sort of magic going on with technology, with demons and spiritual wickedness and corrupt men that are allowing this to happen. I now look at it as FIFA. I don't know if you've ever played FIFA or Pro Evolution or any online football game. That's how I see it now. Something's controlling the players, like we're controlling the players when we play FIFA. Can I get a woo? You're playing FIFA, you're doing all of that, you're controlling it. Okay, the players are basically playing on the console, but somebody's controlling it. You might score a goal, but is it you doing it? Is it the player doing it? Is it a combination? No, listen. If you look historically, Gene, with GOATs and celebrities, they don't go out winners. If you look at wrestling, like John Cena will not win his last match. So more often than not, they don't go out as a champion. I don't think Messi goes back to back. But if you like Argentina, take them. Absolutely. Why not? If you've got a great riddle, don't let anybody change that. So I know people will give you different things. So I think Messi's won the World Cup. He doesn't have to win it again. How old is he as well? He's 38 or something stupid now. I don't think he needs to win a World Cup to prove himself anymore. He's done it. All right, I'm going. I'm knackered. I'm hot. I appreciate you. God bless you all. Hit the like button on your way out. The person who wants my books, please email me because you want to read them. You really do. And yeah, Codiceo at the World Cup, 156,000 population. I studied at Leeds University. Leeds has a population of 541,000. That's the city. The 5th biggest city in England is 4 times bigger, pretty much, than Codiceo, who are now in the World Cup. Unbelievable. Yeah, Jota did the video game celebration. Great stuff. Yeah, they're being controlled. Yeah, Ronaldo gave his shirt to Trump. CR7, 7 trumpets, 7 seals, 7 years of tribulation. Okay, Ronaldo was born on 2-5. 2 plus 5 is 7. He was born exactly 7 years before Neymar. They're talking about bringing Neymar back to the Brazil team. Why? Neymar has been with Santos. He's had an absolute nightmare. He's getting older. He's struggled for about 5 years. And they're all saying, you know what? Neymar might get called up to Brazil. Brazil need Neymar. If Neymar gets called up to that Brazil squad after what he's done the last 5 years, it just shows you it's absolute bullshit. Is what it shows you. Did you know an NHL team lost an NHL game to their own 42-year-old Ice Zamboni driver who replaced 2 injured goalies for the other team and the score was 4-2? I didn't, but mate, the 42 is obscene. It's obscene. That's crazy about Jota. Right, I'm going now. Take care. Oh my word, 33 people are watching. Much love. God bless you all. Pro sports are completely rigged. Time to accept it and tell your friends. All right? God wins.